job is always causing stress. All I ever do is work, I don't get no rest. I know Thursday night is on the way. Down in troubled waters, Mike's where the bay. Pour me a drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away. I know that I'll be among my friends. The Mike's where the page goes live again. I ran into a friend uptown. Said that things were bad and he was feeling down. I told him Thursday's on the way. Meet me in troubled waters, Mike's where the page. We'll be pouring drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase our blues away. We know that we'll be among our friends. Little Mike's where the page goes live again. There we go.
Hey, good morning. Who's dancing? It's our favorite Thursday tune from our awesome Andy Simmons playlist there. The official artist of Mike's Weather Page. Cool, man. What's up? Camera's working. How about that? Let's turn down the music. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So what's that noise in the background? That's lightning. That little tick, 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 tick you hear? That's lightning. And that lightning, I just saw Wink News posted 700 miles. It stretches from the Panhandle, the Big Bend area, all the way down almost to the Yucatan. That's one big ass cold front. And I'm sure everybody's phones just went off. We have a lot of folks that watch us in Florida, and Tornado Watch is up now for a big chunk of the Florida peninsula. I always screw those two up. Good morning, Desiree Wright. What's up? What's up? Tornado warning in the villages. Oh boy, it's already starting. We had one this morning up around the Big Bend area. Hey James, I have a feeling, we talked about this storm yesterday. Remember we saw a leading edge of storms ahead of the main line. That's exactly what we talked about yesterday is happening today. So we're seeing some isolated storms ahead of the main line, which is still developing out there in the Gulf. So it's kind of a double whammy. You're going to get a little bit now and a lot later. It's like a little hunter with Louis coming in from behind. Good morning, Rick, over on YouTube. What's up, Keith Earl? What's up to Carolina Girl, Mike Soul, John Ferguson? We got Jennifer Rodriguez, Harold from Idaho. What's up, Mary? Miami, you're going to get a little bit later. This is also bringing storm chances up towards eastern Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina later today. This line is going to be getting some daytime heating and fueling the fire. Perfect storm anniversary today, Tim. Okay, didn't know that. I knew it was coming. I think every day there's a dang anniversary or something in the weather world. So, hey, by the way, I'm Mike's Weather Page, unofficial blogging. We love to chat. Been here since 2009 on Facebook. Can you believe it? Facebook has been fun for us. Still dealing with my personal account and some weird security loop thing. Need help. I need help bad. If anybody knows anybody on the inside, please help me. I'm the best supporter of Facebook on the planet. I should get special treatment. But anyway, so good morning. Yep, good morning, Shelly. Shelly's got the big B day coming soon. She's probably mad at me for saying that. But anyway, that's the lightning. We'll leave the lightning map, turn it off because it makes a lot of noise. As we near Halloween, big thanks to ABC here. They got a funny billboard I share every day. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits here in Florida. Might be a good day to hit ABC, ride out the storm. We got big storms coming in from the Gulf. So come in for a spell in spirits. We love ABC. I'll have to show you the pictures of the dogs dressed up yesterday. They were good sports with their Halloween costumes. We got Hunter as a little Chucky, and Louie was a rock star. So we'll show you that in a little bit. Getting ready to chase. Yeah, we got the main line coming in. So, yeah, it's a watch, the Villages. Okay, well, if you have not seen my post here, I just shared it with my friend across the street, Miss Kathy. There is an excellent picture here that shows you the difference between a watch and a warning. Boom, right here. Look at that. So, I didn't come up with this one, but the most easiest way to describe a watch and a warning. Hey, Mark, what's up? Hey, Eric, what's happening, buddy? How's the old Ram doing, man? Thanks, Rick Taylor. Yeah, that was great. I'd like to thank the Associated Press. Had a very nice article on the page yesterday. I shared it a bunch, and I know it must be in paper today because I got a lot of people messaging me from around the country. Associated Press, man, big news. That was a very humbling moment to have us featured worldwide. And if you Google it, it's crazy. You start seeing newspapers all around the world, like Fort Wayne, Las Vegas, Los Angeles. It's like, oh my God. So welcome, if we got anybody new to Mike's Weather Page, because of the Associated Press article, welcome to our crazy little weather family. But here's a watch and a warning, by the way. This is great. So when you have the ingredients for a hurricane, winter, tornado, when you have the ingredients, it's a watch. It means all the ingredients are there for a possible tornado. A warning means you have a taco. So a watch is the ingredients. A warning means you have a taco. So right now we are in an ingredient stage. Everybody just went to Publix, got their ingredients. We have a tornado watch in place. So always remember that. Right, Louie? Louie's a good man. So my wife we made pumpkin seeds. Does anybody do this tradition? Roasted pumpkin seeds. Look. And I'm not going to eat them because yesterday I got one stuck on my tooth and I had to get a toothpick. So I'm going to save them for later. But in the spirit of Halloween, no candy corns today. We're doing pumpkin seeds today. But you can lick them. Look at Louis is going to like the salt. Look, he's going to be like, what the heck? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Salty fingers. All right, so we are in a tornado watch. Let me put this up. I almost said warning. So that's the news right now. So we got this big bad squall line coming in. Now, tropics are quiet. We're just going to talk about this storm brewing. Tropics are quiet. We still have Invest 94 out there that could possibly try to become subtropical Wanda. Am I boring you? Are you bored? Are you bored, little puppy? This is my buddy. I love him. He's a good boy. He's a good puppy. All right, I'll put you down. Love you. All right. So anyway, so tropics are quiet. Let's talk about, I guess we can talk about it real quick. So we are in a tornado watch. Everybody in yellow until 5 p.m. Eastern. Now, as far as the SPC is concerned, we do have this updated chart here. And usually, my experience, usually when we're in a 5% zone here, it's very confusing. But it's a probability legend. But usually when you have this 5%, you're going to get a watch. Which means we could have coastal watches going into effect later today, all the way up to North Carolina. So just don't focus on Florida. If you live north of Florida, this storm is brewing, and we're going to have heating coming in off the Atlantic later today, daytime heating. and a storm threat's going to exist upwards a little bit later tonight. So, Vicky, oh, cool, man. That's cool. That's neat to know. Orlando Sentinel, Vicky, good to have you, man. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about timing, everything. All right. So Michelle, thank you very much. Breakfast tacos are always good. Pam Ann, thank you. Thanks for all the thanks. I appreciate it. Good morning, Brew Crew. Scott. All right, so that's our watch. All right, so back to tropics real quick. Let's do tropics real quick. So we are still technically in the tropical season. All right, we're gonna do tropics really quick. This limp banana, it's a banana. We'll call it droopy. Droopy. This is actually our nor'easter. This is Invest 94. This was our nor'easter from a couple days ago that brought havoc to the northeast, the New England area. We still got power outages. Take a look at that real quick. I think we still have 300,000 out still in Massachusetts here. Look at this. So still 336,000 folks without power now going on a day. 336,000 people. So you know our linemen are up there right now. We love them. A lot of them are big fans of our page, but they're up there. Look at that, 300. That's almost more than you get with tropical systems. Still got 13,000 out in Rhode Island. 13,000. So that's the story there. But tropics-wise, this is Invest 94. I got all the links on here. We got Tropical Tidbits still pumping out models. There's some latest spaghetti models on the Southwest Florida Water Management site. No biggie. So we could get Wanda. Who knows? Long-term, let's talk about long-term real quick, and then we'll focus totally on the storms because I'm going storm chasing later. I am Sam. All right, so long range looking. We got a little purple spot down here. This is where we've been focusing on now for the last week or so. We've been talking about this spot. Global Tropics Hazards Map showing this little spot as a possibility the first week in November. It's actually, believe it or not, tied to our system right now that we have with this cold front. So here's off of Tropical Tidbits, and what you're going to see here, blue are low pressures, oranges are high pressure. But what you're going to see is as our front comes down, we're going to end up with a little bit of low pressure lingering around, and the CMC's still been showing it. First part, so here's our front. This is Sunday, Halloween. Our front's going to be way down here. Weekend rains for you again, John. We talked about that yesterday. I know there's our front. So here's Saturday morning rains across Cayman Islands, Cuba. There's our front. But as our system dies off, a little bit of energy hangs around. This is November 2nd. Possible little spin up, and the Canadian model brings it over. Okay? Only reason we talk about tropics because 99% of people are coming for tropics. Now the GFS has one model run that kind of does this. Now, it's possible. We'll look for trends. Latest 6Z showing a little bit of energy here, popping over, this whole general area from our front, kind of doing this weird little crossover maneuver that we've seen so many times. And a brief little window here of possible trying to spin up into something weak. Definitely possible. It's only been one model run really showing that. We had a couple days ago showing the same general thinking. So, we have another wave coming across. We got the old front. We got all this juice down here. And, possibility is something, still kind of coming out of this mess. So, Emily says I say so a lot, so I got to stop saying so. Eh? Icon showing a low pressure system down here Tuesday, November 2nd. Believable. Overnight run, low pressure. It has it kind of crashing into Central America too. So possibility. Hey, Tim just sent some bucks. How about that? Look at that. Appreciate it, buddy. That just popped up on YouTube. Didn't even know you can do that. Tim K. Thanks, man. We're trying to figure out his YouTube thing. So yeah. Anyway, so the Massachusetts storm, we were on this sucker days ago. And this threat here, remember we were on our live show last week showing this big dip in the jet stream, and look what's happening. It produced a lot of tornado warnings yesterday. We had some serious video footage out of Texas, Orange, Texas. Did you see that one? With the flying all-terrain vehicle that crashed. It looked like the movie scene from Twisters where you had the cow flying through. There was a video yesterday crossing the interstate where you had an ATV flying through the air and it crashed. Craziest thing you ever seen in your life. So it's all from a big dip in the jet stream. Anytime you get a big dip in the jet stream, the upper level winds create a lot of instability. You get a lot of Gulf moist. Everybody loves that word, moist. You get a lot of Gulf moist air combining with our jet stream, and you get a potential for storms. And because the dip is so low, the peninsula of Florida now is in play. Sometimes these don't make it that far south. But so one more thing on the we'll just look at ensembles. We always look at ensembles for the tropics. Just to show you that there's like 1 out of 50 still showing. This is the Euro. Here's our old low pressure. Most of them sliding across, but there are, there's one ensemble out of 51. So there I said so again. I gotta make me a post-it note, Shelly, that says so. And I was on the radio driving to softball Saturday, and I was on a radio show, and I had Emily helping me a little bit. She goes, "You say so a lot, Dad." I'm like, well, now you tell me. It's supposed to be my assistant. All right, here's the latest GFS ensembles, and you can see a lot of action in the Pacific side. It all starts about here. One little lonely guy, a lot of them doing that. Notice though, even though that operational run showed one in the bay, it's not showing on ensembles. So that we'll have to see if that's a trend or not. But this will be the area. Now, see the overnight 00Z. There was still a couple. So tropics aren't over yet, but it's quickly diminishing. But this will be the spot to watch the next week. Might be the last spot to watch, but there are 1 or 2 for that. All right, what was that little buzzer, by the way? I keep getting weird notifications. Oh, that's live. Sheriff Grady Judd is now live on News Channel 8. He is like the wild, wild west sheriff of Polk County. He's got some memes out there of quotes that he said that are off the chart. So, cheers. Where's our buddy Whitney at? Whitney was like a magnet yesterday. We had tornadoes after tornado warnings right around Louisiana. All right, let's take a look at what is happening now. All right, now go back to the site. Remember, we found this together on our site. I love this radar. This radar is from the National Weather Service, and it updates live warnings and watches, which is great. It's not the best high definition. It's not the best high definition, but there you go. Just got a text from my buddy Justin. The new batch of hunters possibly coming soon. When I have more details, I will pass them on to you. All right, so there we go. There's our live look, and we got a marine warning heading into the Big Bend. So this is the line we're worried about. This is what we're going to watch. We got tornado watch up. Let's take a look. This is very potent. This is your sandwich IR, and it's very impressive. This is a serious amount of convection that's way down in the Gulf. Whether or not it makes it across Florida or not, we'll have to wait and see. But all this fuel is pumping up and will produce potential storms later today. That's going to be very interesting to watch. So, very impressive line of showers extending way out into the Gulf of Mexico right now. Very impressive. All right. So we got to look at some things. Let's look at the latest HRR. We'll look at timing. Everybody wants to know timing. Now remember these squall lines, right? I was listening to my buddy Dennis, and we get a few of these every season. Squall lines are quick. They don't last all day. It's going to be very windy behind it, which will, let me look at this so I don't lose my train of thought like I've ever done that before. But it's going to be very, very windy behind our front as it passes. So throughout the day today, here's Friday, 8 a.m. tomorrow. Now look at this. So just because the front comes through tonight, if you're on the Florida West Coast, if you're new to Florida, when we have a big cold front like this, early season cold front, we get a big blast of cold air from the Arctic, and it really produces some wind. So tomorrow, if you're planning on going out in the boat, forget about it. Cancel that. Because these are winds, and they're going to be coming off the Gulf, going to be strong. There's your big dip in the jet stream, and man, so this is all the way through tomorrow, 3 p.m. Huge winds off the Gulf of Mexico. So even though it's going to be sunny tomorrow, and look at these winds up north. So our storm will pivot a little bit, and as it pivots, our threat increases more north. So tomorrow, Friday, we'll have more coastal action for the Northeast, and possible rains will extend northward into Saturday for New Jersey. Here's Saturday, 2 p.m. We've been showing this a lot. Should be out of here by Halloween, but could be some big storms in the same areas that were just hit from our nor'easter. This is Saturday, 2 p.m. This is the Euro. GFS is almost the same time frame. This is Saturday afternoon, and this is Saturday night. This is stretching into Maine, and it should be gone at least by Sunday morning. So Halloween, then it goes into Nova Scotia. So we got fans up here. I know we do. But as far as the winds go, I just wanted to bring that up. The winds are going to be extremely strong the next couple days. Sunday doesn't look too bad. It starts to die down on Saturday. This is Saturday. Then Sunday, it's back to normal. But it's going to be cool out for Halloween. So wouldn't be a bad boating day on Sunday, but it's going to be cool out. This is your Sunday winds. All right. So let's take a look at future radar. Let's get an idea what the heck's coming, when it's coming. So we saw this yesterday. The line of storms that develop ahead of the main line is not the storyline. It's the line of storms that's developing behind this initial rain. So right now we do have some rain here in Florida. This initial line, see this little line came through just now. This is daybreak. We had that line of showers now all the way to Orlando. That's not the front. The front is building in from behind. That's what we saw yesterday. Little energy out in front. Sometimes that cools down enough. That was our big question mark. But look at this. We got a big patch of dry air, and that's going to allow enough. That's going to allow enough time for the atmosphere to destabilize again. If this was closer to it, like we've seen in the past, if you get a line of storms ahead of the main line and you don't really have a chance for the atmosphere to get destabilized again, sometimes the severe threat doesn't happen. This initial line's long gone. We got a few more hours for this to really get going. If we get some sunshine popping out right now, then that usually means the atmosphere is fueling up for round two, and that's what we got coming. So that's going to be, we're under a tornado watch. I mean, I don't know what kind of protocols everybody gets. I know schools are like, let's focus on Florida first, and then we'll go to the Northeast because we can zoom in a little bit closer to Florida. Then we'll show everybody else. Yeah, decorations will be flying around. Julie, yeah, I did put my little skeleton guy on the ground. So if you got any blow-ups, unplug your Halloween. It's a Halloween unplug alert. We don't need no skeletons flying around. It's an unplug your skeleton or unplug your blow-up alert. Good thing it wasn't Christmas time. There'd be a lot more blow-ups out there. What's up, Michael Faulkner? Morning. How's it going? What's up, Jennifer? The line is coming, Jennifer. It's coming soon. It's probably going to be impacting Tarpon around noonish. Amber, winds are going to be 30, 40, 50 mile an hour. Wind gusts. Tornado watches are, hey, Robin, how you been? Tornado watches are up for a big chunk of the state. So the deceiving thing with wind maps are isolated thunderstorms are going to produce a lot more winds than predicted maps. So you can get a few good maps here on estimated peak winds, but you got to remember isolated cells and tornadoes obviously are not predicted on these type of maps. So this is just your kind of your forecast max winds throughout the day to day through tonight. We got more coming in tomorrow, but here's the winds through midnight today. This kind of just gives you an idea. This is your overall. These are little pockets here and there, but generally speaking, we could have max gusts around 30, 40 upwards through a big chunk here of the state. This is to come. So this is, big winds. Obviously, these are sustained or gusts, not in your isolated severe thunderstorms that you can get upwards of 60, 70 miles an hour. And then if we get a tornado, obviously, but those are pretty big gusts coming in later today. But your timing. All right. So here's the latest thinking on the HRR. This HRR updates every hour. It's a great model because it updates. It's a mesoscale model. It's more real time. It's good. I like to look at all the runs usually and get an idea if it's on sync with previous thinking. But here we go. This is your 10 o'clock line. This is building, tightening up. Remember we talked about this before. This is a big gap between early this morning rains and this afternoon rains. So this right here with the sun, that's a sun. Actually looks like we could make a ghost out of that. Let's see. Let's clear it. Let's see. So we can make a ghost. This is like Casper. This is Casper. Casper to ghost. There we go. It's a Pac-Man thing. But anyway, that little gap is going to allow this line to really get intensified. I have a feeling that's why we're under tornado watch. So we'll have to see. I did say so. Now I'm saying All right, here's noon. So it slowed down a tick. Remember yesterday we showed that big cluster around Tampa at noon. It slowed down an hour or two. Here's 1 o'clock, starting to get feisty. 1 o'clock this afternoon. So Tampa, probably noontime, things are really going downhill. Orlando, I-4. Remember we talked about this last season? Whoa, man, I just fast forward. We just, Marty just jumped into the future. Remember we talked about this before, I-4? Like, what is it with Interstate 4 where every weather, you could write a weather report every day on Interstate 4. Either the cold stays to the north of I-4, the storm stays south of I-4. These squall lines freaking always are the same angle as Interstate 4. Makes life a lot easier to say Interstate 4 and northward. So there you go. Interstate 4. This is 2 o'clock. Already in the Tampa Bay area on I-4. So Jacksonville folks are asking a lot of stuff. The big line there, probably, noontime. Tampa Bay starts around noon, 1 o'clock. Then it just goes south. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. There's our line at 4 o'clock. This is down in Bradenton, Sarasota. We'll have to see how much punch is left by then. There's 6 o'clock tonight. Here is 8 o'clock tonight. And 10 o'clock tonight. Midnight. So Friday morning, the 2 a.m. tomorrow, down in Keys, if you got any boaters down there, if you're on sailboats, looks like about midnight, it's going to be inching on your doorsteps, the front. So you want to be ready, midnight, sailboats. Batten down the hatches, put the fenders out, tie them up. This is 1 o'clock in the morning. And then our front passes through. Look at that. This is 5 in the morning. And it finally kind of gets all the way through by 9 in the morning. This is 10 in the morning. So that's the plan, man. It makes its way all the way through. Nothing more to know other than that. Let's go to the southeast now. Let's take a look at the rest of the country, because we got a lot of people watching elsewhere. All right, so let's go to let's see, regions. Oh, let's see. Well, we just stay right here, Gulf Coast, and of course it ain't gonna work because I gotta restart it. So model HRR, Gulf Coast, and radar, and here's what we got. All right, so tonight, here is our storm threat for Georgia. This is noon, actually. Noon. And heavy stuff, 4, 5, 6 o'clock starts to get going here in South Carolina. And here's later tonight. They mentioned tonight a lot. Here's that main low pressure. Now look at this sucker spinning. Isn't that crazy? That's a true upper level low. Look at that sucker, man. It's like a land cane. Isn't that crazy? And sometimes these things can spit out some more moisture tomorrow. So, you know, it's not a guarantee that tomorrow is going to be dry for everybody. This thing's still spinning in possible showers in off the Gulf of Mexico tomorrow. But here's these storms overnight. So these storms overnight could be more of a late night storms for South Carolina, North Carolina. As our storm whips it up. This is midnight tonight. And the SPC talks about that specifically. They talk about tonight. Well, this says damaging winds with tornado risk will be possible, particularly for coastal areas tonight. That's for the Carolinas. So that's it. Summary: severe thunderstorms possible across Florida, southern Georgia, and to the Carolinas tonight. Damaging winds and few tornadoes are possible. I don't know more to say than that. It just sucks to be on a tornado watch because things get shut down. Land canes. That should have been the name of Jimmy's beer instead of Land Shark. It should have been Land Canes. Land canes. Straight line winds are not good. Hey, what's up, Greg Montgomery? What's going on? Getting ready to yank that winner for the free generator. We'll share it one more time, probably last second shot at a brand new Furman generator. Hey, Dale, you know Honeymoon Island? Man, I don't know. I think, you know, it always seems like South Pinellas always in. I got these damn seeds looking right at me. I want to chew one up so bad. So bad. I can taste it. Let's look at some other model maps real quick since we're actually focused on today's thread. It looks like today Florida's in a unique spot because we have this daytime heating going on. The timing is right there helping. Now it's pretty cloudy here in Oldsmar. What is the cloud cover right now, by the way? We can look at visible satellite. Let's see what we got. See if there's any sunshine out there. Sunshine? Any sunshine? Sunshine? I don't know. We got any sunshine? It's starting to get a little peek through here. A little bit. Trying to. There's our ghost again. There's Casper. Hey, Casper. Big convection, though. Look at that convection firing up, man. That's some heavy-duty stuff here. This is storm starting to bubble here out in the Gulf of Mexico. You can see it really good here. This is a new one they got. This one's got the lightning pockets. Not very high resolution though, but lightning came down just a little bit. Infrared always gives you the best look here at the infrared. Kind of get an idea what's coming. But let's look at some strong storm parameters. All right, so Significant tornado. This is a kind of an experimental thing, but the HRR is showing still potential of some tornadoes here in the Big Bend area. This is through the next hour. And as our storm, 1 o'clock looks like the greatest threat. 1, 2 o'clock across I-4. And then everything kind of stabilizes a little bit. So this right here is 2 o'clock. So generally, these colors, as they get brighter, there's areas to watch. Now that kind of goes hand in hand with supercell maps. Here's your supercell map and greatest threat for supercells. So it's 2 o'clock. So it's basically 11 it starts, and then 12, 1, 2 o'clock really looks like the heaviest concentration of storms appears to be in the red area through early afternoon. So there could be some big ones. Here's another little pocket near Orlando. This is 4 o'clock. Obviously, as the storm moves eastward, we got let's say like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. Let's see, some helicity. I never said that word right. Shows you the amount of updraft and shear in the atmosphere, and it's a pretty good signature that we could have some possibilities of tornadoes. This is shear in the atmosphere. So this is another little parameter. That's why we're under tornado watch. We can look at the cool thing here too. It's not a lot of rain with it. This is simulated radar. Oof, look at that. This is 1 o'clock. That's simulated what it could look like at 1 o'clock, and that's some pretty hefty convection. South St. Pete, yep. Kenneth, we got more coming. Big time. Big line coming. But anyway, this is simulated IR for 1 o'clock this afternoon. Here is simulated IR for 5 o'clock. Still showing, hefty line of storms possibly down south. This is 5 o'clock this afternoon. So we will keep an eye to the sky. Cape surface map sometimes shows you the brighter colors and the instability, and there you go. This is 1 o'clock building inward. So there's your Cape values, showing a lot of instability out there in the Gulf. Around 1 o'clock, should make it up Tampa Bay about 1, 2 o'clock. Time will tell. What else we got? I don't know. Let's put it right here. See what you guys are saying. It's just sit back, wait, and watch and see. Temperature-wise this weekend, Gwynlaw Sound. We can all play a joke and just not say nothing. Sunny in Naples, Cheryl. That means it's coming. This is live radar, by the way. This is But hey, Halloween weekend. Look at this. It's going to be cool out. Let's look at some updated temperatures. See if we officially have anything to get excited about. Daily lows. So tomorrow, Friday. Not quite here yet. The cold air. Saturday, though, it is. So, Saturday morning, we can have 50s across I-4. So, Saturday, I-4 north, you got 50s. Low 60s for a big chunk of the state. So, it could be low 60s Saturday morning where I'm at in Oldsmar, low 60s. Sunday, a little cooler. 50s dip down all the way down to Okeechobee in the middle of the state. We got low 60s along the East Coast. This is Sunday morning. Now, Sunday night, obviously, it's going to be warmer. We'll look at daily highs. Now, Monday morning is still your coolest day. Halloween night, we're going to have 50s in Tampa Bay. 50s, possibly in Fort Myers. 50s, possibly around Naples area. Maybe. Probably low 60s. But these are your Monday morning temps. Look at, we got 40s sneaking down into Gainesville area, Ocala maybe. 40s in the Panhandle. This is coming. Now your high temperatures for Sunday, Halloween. Here's your high temperatures for Friday, tomorrow. Doesn't even hit. Look at this. No, this is Friday. Oh, this is today. So look at this. Tomorrow, I-4. Let's just draw the I-4 line. So tomorrow, this is National Weather Service, by the way. This isn't Euro or GFS. So they're usually a little conservative. Like, they don't go as cool as the Euro, and they don't go as hot. So it's kind of, they always play it safe, go right down the middle. But tomorrow, we might not even see an 80-degree temperature reading north of Interstate 4 tomorrow. How about that? And then on Saturday, 70s for a high all the way down to probably past Middle State. Isn't that crazy? That's awesome. So highs on Saturday in the 70s. Highs on Sunday, about the same. That means Halloween night will be in the 60s quick. But no 80s from about here northward for Saturday and Sunday. That is a massive change. Then things start warming up a little bit on Monday and gets back to the 80s, 90s. But it's a big cold front. It's a big dip. The jet stream, I showed this graphic yesterday. This is a Weather Underground imagery. I like it. But look at that sucker. That is the jet stream and the big old dip. And that's bringing in all that cold air. So that is that. What else can we look at? So tropic-wise, again, you know, first part of November, we're still in an enhanced MJO, but man, not a lot of confidence out there that we're going to see anything. Sometimes these first big cold fronts of the season kind of squash everything, but this little cold front's still going to leave behind some low-pressure energy down in the Caribbean to watch. That'll be really the last spot I can see coming, possibly. Homegrown systems are going to be tough with these fronts coming like they are. Let's look at rainfall, just for fun. Rainfall, rainfall, rainfall. So rainfall, not a lot. They are talking about some rain training going on right now in the north due to rain training. So southeast, 24-hour rains. All right, so here's rainfall expected today till tomorrow morning. So biggest concentration in the Big Bend area, inch plus. We got more rain for Carolinas now today. This is all through today through tonight. This is until tomorrow morning. So definitely can get anything in yellow is about an inch. So a lot of folks in North Carolina and South Carolina, even into Virginia, are going to get an inch of rain. The rains really start to blow on out of here tomorrow. So Friday morning to Saturday morning, other than South Florida, here's that little bit of possibility of some secondary frontal juice coming in from that low pressure tomorrow. So you could have some light drizzles tomorrow. And then on Saturday, still a little light drizzles left, but that's 0.2. That's not, these are like spitting rains. They're not ones that sit on top of you and give you rainouts. And then on Monday, nothing. So how about that? And I know we got folks in the Northeast. So the big rains for you tomorrow. So here's today's rains, nothing yet, but then tomorrow into Saturday, boom, lots of rain here across Maryland, West Virginia, Northern Virginia, into Pennsylvania. This is rains Friday morning to Saturday morning. There's your rain Saturday. So there's your Northeast impacts for rains. Should be all out of here by Sunday. And there's Sunday. So Halloween looks good. How about that? No big changes. We do have another cold front. David, listen, you guys, they talked specifically about tornadoes tonight for Carolinas. There's definitely some discussion on that. You're in a 5% little area there. That usually means you could have a watch up. So I watch these cells. You are under a tornado warning, JC. Where's that, buddy? So we're all under a watch. I mean, big chunk of Florida here. A lot of, and I got this on the map. Listen, very important stuff. So this map right here is your current watches and warnings, okay? You can click on it, and you can click on that, and then boom, you get that. So there's your watch. It's up till 5 o'clock tonight. On the app, I know we get a lot of app users. So it's real simple to find. You have NWS active alerts, and you can click on your area specifically and pull it up. Yellow is tornado watch. You can see it right here. Tornado watch. Tornado watch. And click on Florida, and there you go. You'll get good information from your National Weather Service. So watch just means the ingredients are there. You know where I'm going to get for lunch? Taco Bell, man. Just watches right now. Trick-or-treating looking good. That's right. Tornadoes in North Carolina, yes. Listen, what I've seen over the years, anytime you get a fight, so click on the Storm Prediction Center. Usually, not always, but usually, when you get this 5% brown area, that's usually high enough chances that they're going to at least issue a watch. So that extends upwards into coastal Georgia, South Carolina, and a little bit more into North Carolina. So there's a good possibility, later this afternoon, tonight, that you'll get some stormy weather in the Carolinas. And since we've had a few people asking, we can zoom in a little bit closer to the Carolinas. Now, long range, I don't really see anything right now. The next front is flattening out. It's like we've had this pattern of a strong front, flattened front, strong front, flattened front, and the next one doesn't look that impressive. All right, so tonight it's kind of hard to see, but it's kind of the same thing we've been seeing. A little bit of rain's out ahead of the main line. This is tonight, late tonight. It's 10 o'clock tonight. So if something were to develop, it'd definitely be later tonight. But this is the line of storms that's wrapping in around that low pressure system that could bring some strong stuff through the night. So unfortunately for the Carolinas, if you were to get severe storms, it does appear to be when it's dark out. Because I don't even know when it gets dark out. Later tonight. So don't be caught off guard. The big stuff's coming later tonight for the Carolinas. This is 10 o'clock tonight right here, and then that line's going to move on out eastward. And it's been really steady for that. Well, we got some other cool models here we can look at. We got the GFS hourly, but it's such doc matrix. I hate it. Yuck! Look at that. Why would they even produce that? But anyway, this is overnight. There's strong storms possibly overnight for the Carolinas. This is midnight-ish. So, something to watch later. Oh, man, I had just enough K-Cup, too, by the way, today. See you guys later, John. Appreciate it. We're under Taco Watch. Talking about an early release. That's interesting, Jennifer. Huh. Wow. Why do they do that for the buses? Buses can't drive when there's tropical storm, 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour winds. So even if we don't get storms, the wind threat could be enough to bring the buses. Now, see, here's tomorrow's storm chances. This is deceiving. Look, the reason the Carolinas are showing that's actually early morning. So these SPC charts are deceiving because when you go cross over to the next day, this is tomorrow. This is actually like through the night. It says through the night and into the morning. So morning. That's why we have that tomorrow. All right, let's look at long range here real quick. Let's see. So tropics, like I said, there's a very, very low chance. Our frontal system that we're seeing now spits off a low pressure down to the Caribbean. We'll see. Long range looking Our next front comes in around the 5th, 6th. Here it comes. But, showing a little snow in the mountains maybe. Possibly getting through Florida. This is a week from Friday. So, how front's set up? Seems like every 7 days, right? So next week, this time, we could have a possibility of a front, coming through Florida again. This one doesn't look as cold, and it's definitely not as big a dip in the jet stream as this last one. So yeah, we'll just keep it. Fronts usually come out every 7 days. So here's the GFS. Lot less rain next week. So that this one definitely not as potent. Not as potent. But what is interesting though is this. If you watch the latest GFS, so our front's going to come down here. We got low pressure. It's kind of going to pull this. That midweek front's going to come down and kind of pull up all this extra moisture. So the reason the 6Z is showing a little tropical possibility, you can watch it right here. Now watch. It's really fascinating. So here's our front. Little low, a little bit of juice. This is going to cross over and it's going to end up back into the bay. Here it starts to come across the 3rd, 4th. Pulls up. Gets sucked up here into the bay on the 5th and 6th, 7th. And then little chance of some development as it pushes off. So, that's one run out of, it really hasn't shown up frequently enough to talk about, but there's no other ensemble support either, so that's a very low probability, but it's worth pointing out. So I pointed it out. We have a strong chance of tacos. Eric was reading the Mesoscale discussion. Yeah, I actually saw that too, buddy. I love Storm Prediction Center. I go there all the time, but Storm Prediction Center right here, they always have updated discussions. There's the one Eric's talking about. Discussion 1921. You can also look at yesterday's tornadoes. 28th is today. Here's yesterday. So there's our tornado reports. We had 10 yesterday. 23 high wind reports, 10 tornado reports, and they fluctuate depending on what they find and what they see. But we had that major one in Texas with the flying ATV. That was, I think, a 2. I think it's what I read. Lake Charles had really bad tornado damage yesterday, which is terrible because a lot of those homes still had blue tarps on their roofs from Laura, so that stinks. Gwen, have a great day. The Bay of Campeche. Long way away though. Who pissed off Mother Nature? Ashley wants to know. Sun's out, Julie says. Yep, we still have yet to have sun yet. But today's the day that this is what I do. I look at radar. And, oh, geez, I forgot to show my shirt. I'll do that tomorrow. I want to do it at the beginning when everybody's here. I had a special present in the mail yesterday. From Panama City. But we'll be watching radar today. We'll just keep up with this. This is Tallahassee radar. I'm not really sure if Tampa's picking up on it yet. Yeah, that's pretty good radar. So there's Tampa Bay. So we'll be keeping an eye on this squall line. We'll see if it's got any punch in it. This will be what we're watching today. It's inching closer and closer. We'll see if it can hang on to any energy. The reason the SPC is confident, we got this big dip in the jet, so we're getting some instability out there. That's why the tornado chance is there. A lot of it has to do with stuff way above my brain. But hey, we've seen pink SPC warning areas and not even produce a tornado. We've seen dark green SPC areas produce F3 tornadoes in Florida. So don't let the color keep you off guard. And that's it, man. That's a wrap. I feel like tacos now, man. Chris, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Yeah. And then did you see the picture of it afterwards? It was all mangled up in a ditch. Lake Charles, Desiree, I think it was an EF2. That was nuts. Yeah, tornadoes scare. Shelly says they scare you a lot more because they're not predictable. You just don't know when. I mean, you got things you can look at cloud tops. You can look at supercells. But man, tornadoes are they're just so hard to predict. See you on the next live, Vicky. Yep, we'll be here tomorrow, Friday. Rick says it's kind of nice not having to sweat out the tropics. Yeah, will we ever get W? Will we have a full season of names? We'll see. We will see. Everybody tells me it was a dead season, but we have had a lot of names. I can't remember half of them. Anna, Bill, Claudette, Danny, Elsa, Fred, Grace, Henry, Ida, Julian, Kate, Larry, Mindy, Nicholas, Odette. I don't even remember half of these. Peter, Rose, remember that. Sam, Teresa, and Victor. The one that stands out, obviously, is Ida. That was the big one of the year. Still waiting to see the post-storm analysis if this thing actually was a 5 or not. Because it sure seemed like it was strengthening at the last second. Sometimes it's really hard for the hurricane hunters when a storm's that close to land, to get true, that 5 miles an hour that might be there or not. I mean, I think it was 10 miles an hour off, but they'll assess damage and they'll look at more data and they'll, that's what they'll do. And we'll see if Ida was a 5 or not. Thirsty Thursday. Anything else we can yak about out on the internet land? Internet land. I don't think I got anything else. Any fun stuff? Let's see. What's fun in the world? Funny story? The dogs are funny. Let's see if I can find that picture. So I dressed up the dogs yesterday. I did a TikTok. Didn't go very far. I thought for sure. I really thought this TikTok would go viral. But it didn't. Only got 144. So this is Hunter. Turn the music up a little bit. So I thought that was hilarious. He's chasing me with his knife. That was Hunter. Wasn't scary enough, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna do it again, but I got dizzy running around with him. Didn't go very good. But the picture was pretty good. Let me show you the picture real quick. I had a picture of the dogs. The boys, here they are. The boys are excited. Here's the picture. So this is a cool picture of the boys yesterday. There's Louie. Look at that face. He's a man. So let me zoom out a little bit. There they are. Something about Hunter with his eyes are like, he kind of looks like he's going to play the part, like he's pissed off at me, I guess. He's kind of like, oh, Dad. It's so funny. Oh, God. David, no cigarette today. I do have a picture of Louie. I got a lot of trouble for it. It was fake. I had to clarify it was a fake cigarette. But I put shades on him one time and bought a fake cigarette. I don't even smoke, but it was funny. It was pretty cool. Yeah, Miguel, definitely not a dead season for Louisiana. They got hit hard with Ida. And yesterday, Lake Charles got hit with a tornado. Guys are nuts. But we're excited about Halloween, for sure. We got trick-or-treaters. Got no softball this weekend, so I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Let me close out some windows here. I don't know what else I can show you. Let's see. We talked about tropics, storm threat. down the road, the weekend, it doesn't look like the storm threat stretches into New England. So it's going to lose a lot of punch. This is Saturday. Saturday rains. Not really showing much. This is Friday tomorrow. So it doesn't look like any big storms for the Northeast out of this. Just some rain. And we already showed you the rain total. So cool beans. All right. Well, if I go storm chasing, keep your phones on because I might pop on Facebook and YouTube. You never know. So I'll probably head out around 11:30 noontime. So we'll see. So keep your eye on the sky. Watch your radars. Pay attention. Tornado watches are nothing to be mess around with. So we'll let this thing pass, and by tomorrow, all the severe weather will be